everybody, Fixer here. I just got an email shortly ago, as my page says 13 minutes ago, from Crows. You may remember them as the dev for Dr Langeskov, The Tiger, and The Terribly Cursed Emerald, A Whirlwind Heist, which is a free game on Steam, and I did a video on it. I don't remember how long ago it was, 6 months ago? Maybe even more than that. It completely failed on my channel. Not many people watched it and whatnot, but I thought it was a fantastic game. It is done by the designer of the Stanley Parable, and the Stanley Parable, I think, is an all-time classic. So that's why I played it. Well, now, we got a new game from the same developer, and this email says, "Hey, how's it going? It's been so long. You remember me, right? Right, you played Dr. Langeskov, and you signed up to our email list. Aha, remember that? Those were the days." You probably also remember filling in that preference sheet we gave you where you told us what sort of game you'd want to see next. Your top 3 responses were multiple player characters, adventure spanning multiple continents, and frog. And I can tell you right now, there was no preference sheet that we got to fill out. At least not one that I saw. But that's how quirky these fellas are. So they listen to us. We are the studio that listens, so you've finished making this... So we finished making this short game, and it's playable now in a browser, and it's called The Temple of No. It's objectively the best game ever made in twine form, and if you don't know what twine is, it's like it's a text adventure where you can click on things and it takes you in different branching directions. The beginning of Firewatch was created in twine, so that'll give you an idea of what you're about to get into. And we can play it here for free. We hope that you enjoy this offering to you on this wet and cold Monday morning. Also, did you watch Game of Thrones last night? Oh boy, that was a big mess. Haha, this is like a conversation. Haha, this is personable. In other news, our big scary project is still being worked on. We've been toiling away on it for almost 2 years. And they're doing a VR thing with the Rick and Morty creator, if you like Rick and Morty. All that stuff. Catch you soon with another short game, William Pugh. Is it Pugh? I'm guessing Pugh? I don't know. Anyways, you can play it here. Let's play The Temple of No in the browser. Can I go full screen? How about that? This is 2016, people. Alright. Crows. This is a Crows game. And it includes visuals and audio. Mandatory. Headphones are not recommended. This game is made in twine, and you can click on these underlined words. Yeah, nobody's perfect. Here we are. Hello! This story may frighten and disturb you, but if you have a strong stomach, a smart brain box, and a cool face, then perhaps you're brave enough to hear it. Let's click on story. What? Please don't interrupt me while I'm explaining what's about to go down. Listen, this is a twine. You're acting like you've never played a twine before. So please just... What, seriously? You've never played a twine before? Well, you're about to be spoiled because this is going to be the best twine ever made. Yeah, that's right. Even better than the beginning of Firewatch. Well, there you go. This twine, this joke isn't funny anymore, and it's your fault for continuing to click on it. Don't do it again. Well, I can't do it again. You've taken the option away from me. Alright, so I should probably be clicking on things in the order that I received them, is what I get out of that there. Alright, am I brave enough to hear it? I'm not sure how a storm can be brave, or maybe a bear. Is a bear brave? I think no. I think a sailor is the only thing capable of being brave in this entire list. But because this is what it is, I'm going with bear. Enough of that. This isn't about you. Anyway, are you ready? No. And I'm taken to Google. Is this a regular Google page? It is. It's just a regular Google page. Alright, well, he's telling me to go do something else. I'll go back. Yes, I'm ready. Good, this is a story... Let's click on that. Right, that's it. No more of these. That took place a long time ago. It's a good one. We got audio. Anyway, let's get out of this old, dusty tome and hear of this fantastic tale. It's called... Like a Bear. The Brave Explorer, The Jungle of Doubt, and The Temple of No. I like that, how it's customized to what I chose. That's fantastic. Let's begin. Okay, so this is a magical book. Its magic power is to be incredibly relatable. Are we a woman, a bloke, or a frog? Well, Jesus Christ, I mean, what kind of choice is that? We're a frog. Okay, I'm going to level with you. You're playing the real game here. I had to write a whole load of bullshit about subverting the expectations of twine games for the man and woman options to be... And to be honest, I don't think those jokes are brilliant. This frog story is actually genuinely what this whole game is about. In fact, I'm going to stop putting any actual effort into writing the other branches of dialogue, and I'm going to focus entirely on this one. Well done for picking the interesting option. I hope you like it. Let's go. Old the One True Frog, leader of the first frogs, lived in Slimy Bottom, a small fishing village down in the heart of Yorkshire. It paddled a small boat around and ferried smaller animals to and fro, and from each side of the pond. And on Sundays, it would paddle down to the animal market and buy 12 fly cakes, one for each of his tadpole children. But this Sunday was different. There was a strange taste in the air as it paddled down the stream. It knew in its cold-blooded froggy heart that it missed the days of wild adventure. In its youth it had traveled the world and explored new non-froggy areas. Many of its discoveries have shaped the development of frog culture and frog history. But after enjoying the quiet life, Froggo knew it was time to step foot into the world of adventure once more. Now here's a crash course on our frog's old adventure history. The One True Frog, leader of the first frogs, lost an eye in a massive fucking fight with a baboon. It killed the baboon and it was one badass frog. Don't fuck with a frog. It once traveled to Antarctica and stole 22 penguin eggs. It is a master of stealth and it could sneak up on you. It is a master of stealth and it could sneak up on you and break your neck. I think he got a little typo there. Easily. Really easily. Frog Legs over here jumped over an entire fence, like a human-sized fence, to escape a frog prison compound set up by the UK government after Frog uncovered their evil plot to attempt to rig the frog elections. It then went back and saved all the other frogs, and you should be thanking its froggy eyes. Okay, you're ready. Let's get down straight into the story. Let's break it down. Fucking jungle transition and audio. You noticing this? Depression Quest didn't have this. Depression Quest was a game that got a lot of criticism a couple years ago, as did the developer. I don't really care to go into that, so Google it if you want. Right, let's go. Right into the story. The One True Frog, leader of the first frogs, entered the jungle of doubt on its journey to find the map that sees all things that ever have been or will be, but in map form. The map was legendary. The old tales spoke about it. The map that sees all things that ever have been or will be. I'm reading that again. Yeah, you know the old tales. Yeah. Anyway, so the One True Frog, leader of the first frogs, knew it proper wanted the map to tell the secrets of the universe. If it brought the map back to civilization, it would truly achieve greatness. It knew it in its cold-blooded, slimy frog heart. The temple that held the map was close. The One True Frog, leader of the first frogs, looked up, down, and all around. We're looking up. Up at the mossy green leaves of the giant jungle trees that reached high above it. They spread out, and sometimes you could barely see the sun. It was in the heart of the jungle, and it knew its prize was near. Down at the ground, it didn't know why it was looking down, but it could see some dirt. A bit of gum wrapper some tourist or jungle resident had left on the floor. Clean up your litter, kids. Don't pollute the environment. And all around at the jungle surrounding it, it had to cut through the leaves. Ah! Is it going to take me back? Maybe I shouldn't click on things right away. As the One True Frog, leader of the first frogs, cut through the leaves and brush and flora and jungle debris, it's thought about some shit. Sang a little song, considered the possibility that life was futile. It thought about some shit. The One True Frog, leader of the first frogs, thought about how its feet were hurting it a bit. It wished it had bought some geox shoes, the shoes that breathe. It continued to think. The One True Frog, leader of the first frogs, thought about how its nose was itchy. If it bought geox shoes, is that a real thing? Are geox shoes, or are they just making fun of Crocs? The shoes that breathe, trademarked. It would likely have had such comfortable feet that it wouldn't be bothered by a meager nose itch. And it continued to think. Geox, the shoes that breathe. The one true frog, leader of the first frogs, wasn't there yet. It still had much more jungle to cut through. So it considered the possibility that life was futile. The one true frog, leader of the first frogs, thought about futility for a while. Then it remembered that it wasn't any fun to think about, and so it thought about itself doing a little dance. Yeah. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Frog dance. That's loud. I'm gonna have to cut that down in editing. Finally, the one true frog, leader of the first frogs, stopped imagining things. What a weirdo. Fucking hell, the one true frog, leader of the first frogs, thought. Still a ways to go. It sang a little song. It thought it would sing a little song. You, the player, must sing along to the background music with these lyrics. If you don't, you will know that you have let yourself down. And if you don't really fucking enjoy this game, it will be because you didn't put the effort in. These are the lyrics to the song it's sung. You're not making me do this. I can't sing at all. What do we got here? Oh, Jesus Christ. I am not singing. I can't sing. I am cutting the leaves. I am pushing past the trees. I am slashing away at these. Brush flora and jungle debris. My name is the one true frog, leader of the first frogs, and I am singing a song to take up the time while I travel along. The path to the Temple of No, that is where I'm going to go. I am cutting the leaves and I am pushing past the trees. I am slashing away at these, brush flora and jungle debris. I'm going on an adventure today. This game is really, really fun to play. Twine games can be fun, I will shout. Check out me singing in the jungle of doubts. I am cutting the leaves, I am pushing past the trees. I am slashing away at these, brush flora, jungle and jungle debris. Soon I'll be at the Temple of No. It's got lots of treasure and I'm going to go. Take some back to my hometown. Keep it for myself and not share any around. I am cutting the leaves, I am pushing past the trees. I am slashing away at these, brush flora and jungle debris. If you didn't sing the song, then you know you've let yourself down. You need to let yourself have fun in your life. Don't try and be so serious. If you didn't sing the song, please scroll back up and try again. If you did sing the song, well done. You are cool now. That's it. That's my singing, guys. I can't do much else. I am cool now. It did it all. Thought about some shit, sang a little song, considered the possibility that life was futile. Yes, light. The one true frog, leader of the first frogs, emerged from the jungle and saw the Temple of No. The one true frog, leader of the first frogs, marveled at its magnificence. Probably built by the Aztecs, dude. Like, that is big. Anyway, we're not going to get anywhere just sitting around here giving exposition. Let's climb some stairs. Up. Up. Up and away. The stairs. We go. And then the temple. Right, so it's temple time, eh? Remember the explorer's oath. Look, do not touch. The one true frog, leader of the first frogs, carefully walked down the dusty and or spooky corridor of the temple, being extra careful not to touch anything. It arrived in a large hall with 3 doors. 3. Like 3 doors. 3. 3. That is 1 plus 2. 3 doors. Right, it's selection time. Everybody left, middle, or anti-left. So is that 3? Is that I thought that was Omega, right? Is that also 3? I don't know. I am an anti-left kind of person. Let's go with that. Oh, dude, in this room there's a bunch of snakes having a pool party. Remember that game Snake? Remember how it had actual gameplay? Can't make Snake in a twine, can you? Haha, no, but let's talk to the snakes. Hey, snakes! ... Yeah, they seem to be having a cool time. No treasure in here, though. Unless you count a bunch of snakes as treasure, which I personally don't. Yep, so that was the spooky snake room. Sorry if you got scared. Back in here, I guess? Well, let's go middle. So the one true frog, leader of the first frogs, entered the big room. Okay, wow. More stairs in here. Let's climb them. Climbing up. 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 Yes! Remember back at the start of this Twine game when you picked Sailor Storm, blah, blah. Yeah, those were good times. Wait. No! A boulder! Run away, Froggy, run! There's danger! Real present danger. Are you excited? Scream if you want to progress to the next section of the game. Ah! That's my scream, guys. You got it. Alright, one less door to try. Boy, oh boy. The one true frog, leader of the first frogs, is bad at his door choosing thing, am I right? Well, since he's a frog, and Kermit the Frog is a frog, and all Muppets are left-handed. You've noticed that, right? All Muppets are left-handed. Have you ever watched the Muppets or Sesame Street? They're all left-handed. Strange, isn't it? We're going left. Oh, wow, it's the big Spike room. Remember Spike Milligan? Nope. Good. Webster's dictionary defines spike as a very large nail. One of a row of pointed irons placed as on the top of a wall to prevent passage. One of several metal projections set in the sole and heel of a show to him. No, wait, that doesn't apply here. Okay, I don't think there's anything in this room. I guess we should turn back around? So no doors lead to the right path. Can no door truly bring us what we want in life? Perhaps that is the meaning of this tale, that you can go through a jungle, sing a song, climb some boring stairs, check a bunch of rooms, and still, you'll never find what you were looking for. Wow, makes you think, right? Makes you think. Thinking. The end. Oh, wait! No, there was another door over to the right! Let's do it. It's the throne room entrance. The one true frog, leader of the first frogs, entered the door and found the great leader's chamber. The great leader's chamber on the seat was... the great
Frog,
leader.
Hi, Frog. Right, so, hello. Nice to meet you. Hello. Sorry, one sec. Let me just... right. Okay. Yeah, nice. Hello. Right, hello. My name's fucking Keith. Right? And I am... I'm the guy in the throne. I'm the bloody Aztec god, I suppose. Funny story. You look like you kind of come from civilized society, I think. But yeah. So I funnily enough, used to be a shoe salesman. You know, I sold shoes. I sized people's shoes down.
He's wearing shoes.
You know, down Halifax Market. You know, for sorting people's feet out. You know, measuring them, tell you what size you are. You know, put your feet on the little thing, and so one day I was back in the storage when no. Okay, sorry, I am really sorry, but, that, you can't have the map, okay? Sorry, there's been a bit of a miscommunication here. The map, old artifact of the temple, okay? Predates me.
Kill him!
Predates a whole...
But little did it know, in killing the Great Leader, it would become the Great Leader. There's so many Indiana Jones references in here. And violate the Explorer's Oath. No! How could the one true frog, leader of the first frogs, have forgot the Explorer's Oath? It was très importante. French. Now, I get a feeling that they made this game just to screw with YouTubers because of the first game. Now, as its new great leader, loyalists approached it, ready to worship it as their new god, I thought his name was Froggo. Frog had decided right here, right now, that if it would break vows and totally just be a cool ruler in the jungle, grab the map and escape back to Civilization 5. I'm grabbing the map. And that's what it did. That's what the one true frog, leader of the first frogs, did. Or should I say, that's what I did. That's what I did. That's right, fools. I'm old, the one true frog, leader of the first frogs, and that shit happened to me. I don't know what lessons I learned, or if I learned any lessons at all, but I got the map. I've got it. And it's given me many pieces of insight, and because you've heard my tale and listened to my words of wisdom, I will tell you one piece right now. The wisdom is, have you ever played a good game made in Twine? Like, one that's actually good and not just good for a Twine game? That's it. The end. Thanks for playing. Designed and illustrated by Dominic Johann. And written and voice acted by William Pugh. Produced by Kevin Pedersen. Hosted on itch.io. Want to try your hand at making a good game in Twine? Download the game source code. Blah, 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 blah. Working on more games right now. Sign me up. Click here to play again. I don't think I want to play again. Maybe I will. I don't know. That was a nice 20 minutes. That was fun. So that's it. The Temple of No by Crows. I'll put a link in the description so you guys can play it yourself. Since there's lots of branching, you get to have a completely different experience than I did, I would think. Unless you just want to click on the same damn things I did, in which case, what the hell's wrong with you? Anyways, I don't know. That seemed like a fun thing to do. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.